It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and mega journalist Elliot Wilson is here.
I like that. Mega.
Like that, mega journalist?
Yeah, shout out Core Mega from Queens.
All right, and it's Yee tea time. SZA has been named Variety's 2023 Hitmaker of the Year. I think that makes perfect sense.
SZA's been dominating, man. I still want to interview SZA, man. SZA promised me an interview on Instagram DM, and then she kind of curved me.
She hasn't done
that.
it yet? Yeah.
No, I'm still waiting.
You know, we've interviewed SZA a couple of times. She's amazing. I think she gets very in her head about stuff.
Yeah, she's a tough subject. But notice what she's done here. She's done a lot of great press. Like my wife did a great story on the New York Times, but she hasn't done an on-camera interview, I don't think, since the album came out. So that's really the goal, to try to make her feel comfortable enough to do an on-camera interview. So
I went to her tour. When I tell you, her show is amazing.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm so jealous.
Oh my gosh, you got to make sure you get out to there. And
she like levitates above the crowd, right?
Yeah, and all the girls in the audience knew like all the words to all the songs. Crazy. I was like, this is amazing, you know. So,
but yeah, she's been dominating. The album came out almost a year ago.
Actually, you know what? I went with D Woods and Chanel from Young Money.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I went with them. So shout out to y'all. All right. Kevin Gates has gotten a huge honor in New Orleans. He actually was at the ceremony, and here's what this sounded like. Okay.
Kevin Gates embodies the state of Louisiana's spirit by uniting people and serving as an inspiration to generations of musicians and fans. I, LaToya Cantrell, Mayor of the City of New Orleans, extend my deepest gratitude for your invaluable contributions.
That was rowdy. Who was yelling? That's right. That's right, Kevin.
That's right. All right, and shout out to Mayor LaToya Cantrell, too. So she's amazing. I've had the privilege of meeting her a few times.
So she's New Orleans' first ever female mayor. Okay,
yes,
cool.
she is.
You met her? Wow.
Yeah.
LaToya Cantrell.
She be outside, too.
I can tell. This sounds like a rowdy ceremony.
All right, and Dr. Phil is back in case you missed him.
Uh-oh.
Yes, less than a year
Unfinished business.
After announcing the end of his Dr. Phil daytime talk show, he will now be on a new network. So it's called Merit Street Media. He posted a video announcement and said it's going to be focused entirely on what's important to you, what you want to talk about, what you want to do. And Dr. Phil is going to be on in prime time. It's going to premiere February 26th, according to a press release.
Wow, he's 73 years old, man. See, we don't retire, Ants. We can keep going, man.
Keep going, man.
Even though the youngest took over, we're going to still be out here doing our thing.
All right, and Megan Fox is reflecting on something very heartbreaking that happened to her in her new book of poetry, Pretty Boys Are Poisonous. She talked about suffering from a miscarriage while she and her fiance, Machine Gun Kelly, were 10 weeks and 1 day. And so she had also shared on Good Morning America. She has 3 kids. She said so it was very difficult for both of us, and it sent us on a very wild journey together and separately trying to navigate what does this mean and why did this happen. But she said she's never been through anything like that in her life.
Oh, terrible. Are they still together as a couple?
I believe so, right? Are they still? Yeah, I think they are still together. So shout out to them. And that is your Yee tea. And when we come back, I want to talk to you, Elliot Wilson.
Okay, let's do it.
Because I want to make sure that everybody here, I want to make sure the youth knows who Elliot Wilson is. I mean, you were the editor-in-chief of Double XL Magazine, the founder of Rap Radar. You also founded Ego Trip.
Yeah. Been in this for 30 years, Ange. Hip-hop journalism. I'm like the last hip-hop journalist left.
Content, what was it? Chief Content Officer? What is it?
Tidal. Yep.
At Tidal.
For several years, yeah.
For several years, yes, indeed. And you also are a journalist for real. GQ Magazine,
amazing interviews
Rolling Stone,
year.
so many interviews.
Yeah, Jay-Z, Drake, Nipsey, the great Nipsey Hussle, Will Smith.
And you and Drake had a very well-documented back and forth, and we're going to talk about that.
It got
Plus
spicy.
what you have going on right now with Patreon, all right? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. We'll talk to Elliot Wilson when we come back.
Way up.